Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. We are going to go ahead and do an energy read. It's been quite some time since we've done an energy read. Um, for our new listeners, and shout out to L.E. Cole, I believe. L.E. might be Coleman. Yes, Coleman. Okay, shout out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of the channel. There is construction going on just next door, so pardon the noise. So I hope you're doing well. I was trying to see which way I was needing to go. I hope you're doing well. During my travels, I am currently in Thailand. Okay, I am in Southeast Asia, but specifically Thailand. And during my travels, this statue, I guess, I don't know what you call it. Okay, this object was chipped, one of the fingers, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so it's on this finger here. Okay, and it covers certain signs. Okay, so this may resonate with you for your journey at this time. Okay, my readings are not for the general public. Being an ascended master, an extraterrestrial earth angel, my readings are for those who are in their high vibrational state. Okay, and so you will not hear me say this is a general collective reading, although general to the high vibrational beings, yes. Okay, and so I want to make sure that I stated that. And that's in part also because of the way that I do the readings. But this finger here, okay, and so see how it's chipped there, okay. So this finger is, we are showing Sagittarius, Scorpio, and is that Libra? Yeah. Okay. So maybe something going on with a fire sign, a water sign, and justice for you. Whether you're one of those signs or not, or you consider yourself to be or know where those signs are in your chart. Okay. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to go ahead and get in to this energy reading. It's been 2 months since I've really posted much of anything. I've posted a couple of videos on this channel, but it's been a couple of months since I've posted anything. And that includes on social media in general, outside of responding to comments or what have you. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I am remembering that we did not clear the energy. I do have several different cards or stacks or what have you that we will pull from. Okay. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance and the sword. Okay. So we have angel number cards here. Then we have some event cards, right? I show you that card. There's a V and an R on there. Those initials might be significant for you. Or there's something about virtual reality. Okay. It's 4:40 up there on the video timer right now. It's 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. And then we have our stacks. Okay, and our stacks are messages, names, places, events that I've specifically been guided to write out thus far. Okay, and so then we have our stack. All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. As I stated, I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, Gaia beacon, starseed light worker. But specifically, those are general things. Specifically, I am a healer, and a healer both of the physical and of the spiritual. And in fact, that's why I am here for the 10th and final time. This lifetime is the 10th and final time, but it is for those two purposes. Okay, and again, it's only for those who are ready to raise their vibration. Okay, so let's first go ahead and get started with some angel numbers. And yeah, it's definitely been a while. Oh, these I did not shuffle. Actually, I shuffled the other decks there that you were looking at a moment ago. So these actually I did not. So let me just, again, happy day to you. What is today? I think today is Wednesday. So happy day to you on Wednesday when you will be seeing this. It is current time. It's 4:21. Okay. Current time 4:21, 16:21. So yeah, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope life is treating you well. Hope you're doing good. I am just to give those who have been tuned in to me, just to give them an idea of where I am spiritually and that. Like I said, I haven't posted in quite some time, or 2 months. I don't know if that might not be quite some time, but I've been at the gym, been working on the physical things. Although the last last 3 weeks I have not been to the gym. Actually, the last 3 weeks. For the second part of my stay in Phuket, I did not get a separate gym membership, and the hotel that I'm staying in currently does not have a gym, which is fine. That's okay. So again, happy day to you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Okay. Thank you, Divine. We have the angel number 2112. Any of these angel numbers could resonate with you for the current time where you are, for a birthday, for a child's birthday, for a spouse's birthday, for your twin's birthday, for your divine masculine or feminine who you have not met yet birthday. Okay? Could resonate in any way. Next we have 2323. Okay. The last angel number is 888 for karma. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards and see. Okay. Take a look and see what they say. Okay. So 888, karma, balance. Okay. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Okay? So, whatever this is that's coming in, it's Dharma. Okay? People generalize it and say that karma, they call karma Dharma, but okay? Karma is not Dharma, and Dharma is not karma. If you do not believe me, ask the karmics which do they prefer. Okay? So karma, for others, when you receive Dharma, okay? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. 2323 is for endless cycles, okay? There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. Beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follow. Okay? So we're talking about alchemizing. Okay? $21.12. Okay? It's up to you. Someone's watching over you, collective. Okay? Your ancestors or a specific ancestor, more than likely it's more than one. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Okay, so again, as a reminder, here are those angel numbers. Okay. One of the things that I am working on currently is there's something about rectifying. There's something about rectifying. Something needs to be rectified. A situation needs to be rectified. Okay, there's something about something. That's not what I was going to say, but that's what I'm hearing. Something's going to be rectified. Something's needing to be rectified. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have quadruple zeros. Okay. That reminds me of Key West. Okay, that's mile 0 in Florida, the southernmost point in the continental United States. That might be significant. Okay, Florida, Key West, Key, a Key, West, Wesley. Okay, as it reverberates. All right, collective. So first, we'll pull from a couple of our tarot message decks. Okay, we'll pull from a couple of those. We will insert those into the stack, and then we will go from there. We'll also pull some of the other cards as well. Okay, so we'll see if it comes back out. It's the Three of Pentacles. We'll see if it comes back out. Okay, so we have the Star. So we have the Star in the upright, okay, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the Knight of Swords in reverse is someone who wants to speak the truth to this star seed. Okay, so there could be something coming in about something, some news or information. I think we read that, some incoming something, whether it's monetary or information. Okay, it's all helpful. Okay, so oh, and I said that was the star. It's the moon. Okay, so that actually changes it. So there's some information that is hidden. Let me take these cards out again. Sorry, I was looking at that like the star. So there's information that's hidden. Okay, moon, shadow, energy, right? Darkness. Okay, or a little light. Okay. So there's something hidden that needs to be said, communication that needs to happen. Oh, one of the things that I've done is I've resigned myself to living the life that I currently live, which is a bit of it's a nomad lifestyle, although I am not a digital nomad, I guess, right? I am not that way, even though I have this channel. And another, but I've resigned myself to this. 15 minutes exactly on the timer. You could be seeing 555. And that is 16:30 on the video timer, 4:30. That is that this nomadic, isolated lifestyle that I lead, I have resigned myself to embrace. Can I even say it like that? I've resigned myself to embrace it for the next 24 months or 2 years. Okay? That's what I've done for the peace. Okay? And so to again alchemize, okay, I put myself in the frame of mind that nothing's going to happen. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles. She didn't come out, but that nothing's going to happen for the next 24 months, at least as far as when I hear information or what have you. And again, this is a way that I deal with what could be stirred up in us as anxiety, okay? Wondering when is the information going to come forward, who's going to come forward, who's ready to repent, who's ready to confess, who's ready to rid yourself of all of that anxiety, okay? I have changed my thought process for 24 months. So whatever has been said, whatever is being said, whatever is happening, whether I've said it, okay, I've listened to another empath say it, or what have you, I have resigned to everything by 2027, this time, August of 2027, everything will be all done. That way I'm not stressed out about when divine timing is going to happen in the near future or anything like that. I release it all and continue on my walk, okay, on my journey. All right, fell on the floor, we have the High Priestess, okay, and we have the Fool, okay. So in order to be the High Priestess, you have to be some type of fool, at least to some degree. You have to be a type of fool. Why? Because in order to be able to walk away from certain things, rid yourself of certain demons, demonic energies, bad habits, or what have you, you have to be a type of fool. Also on the other side, again, there's yin and yang, okay? Also on the other side, there's also, and I shouldn't say yin and yang, there's light and dark, okay? So also the fool could be someone who is foolish, okay, with their choices, okay? But when it comes out with this high priestess card here, okay, we are looking at someone who is a high vibrational and intuitive fool, okay? So what does that mean? So they believe in things that might seem foolish to the average, quote unquote, individual walking around. So that means if you walk up to someone and say, I can walk on water, they might look at you like you're crazy, even though you know you've been called to walk on water, okay? So, all right. So the Fool and the High Priestess, I'm hearing me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. So there might be something about a Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones. That's obviously a very common last name. English last name, I guess, if it's English, I don't know. But it's a very common last name, generally. At least amongst the Americans it is. I'm not sure about other cultures. They may spell it differently or pronounce it differently. Oh, there's the star card. Oh, I think I need to read that message card. Thank you, Divine. So let me read this message card. Let me read this card to you first. I'm ready to take a leap of faith and jump into the unknown. For the first time in my life, I allow myself to have faith and trust God. Okay? That is you or someone you're dealing with, collective, or someone you will be dealing with. Okay? Again, look at the star card on the bottom again. Okay? And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay? So we have some faithful energy. The person coming in could be a star. Okay? You could be a star. You could be a star. Okay? Cards are really worn. They've traveled a lot. You could be the star. Okay? And again, a star, a celebrity, star, what have you, doesn't mean anything more than someone who's well known in the field that in which they are in. So again, globally, that could be someone who's on stage on a regular basis. Okay? Singing, performing, comedian, actor, actress, producer. It could be that. Okay? But it could also be the local fire chief, police officer, sheriff, mayor, governor, right? Those are celebrities too. Okay? So just so that everyone's aware, it's not always talking about Rihanna and Eminem. Just FYI. Oh, I saw the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords coming out here, and the Hierophant in reverse is showing. We will take those. Okay, so the Knight of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. So this is killer energy. Okay, this is killer energy. What do I mean by killer energy? This is energy right here where someone's not using their intuition, first of all, whether they cut it off or it's been cut off. Okay, they're not using their intuition. Okay, and they're coming in with triggers. Okay, with blood already on their hands, probably, okay, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether that's through theft or through physical unaliving of someone, okay? All right, so someone's being asked, what are you going to do now? Someone's being asked that question, what are you going to do now? Now that information's out, now that you're under investigation, now that the calamity, I'm getting calamity, what are you going to do now? I don't know how many of those I'm going to take. Let's see. I think I just saw the Tower. Oh, also, where I am facing, and the World card. Also, where I am facing, yeah, these are a lot of cards. Where I am facing, there are two towers where the balcony is facing right now that I'm looking at. I'm looking at two towers, very close. Okay, two towers. Okay, and I didn't see that until, okay, and it's interesting because there's three towers, but I can only see two. Okay, so perhaps in your journey, the first tower has already fallen, whatever that happens to be. One person arrested, one person who's no longer physically here that was a nemesis of yours, whatever that happens to be. Okay, whatever that happens to be. Which of these do you want me to take, Divine, if any? Okay, so we have, I just picked two. So the World card and the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is a transformation. Okay, seeing lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of butterflies, lots and lots of them. I couldn't even tell you, every day. Okay, so So right here, we're looking at a transformation, collective. You, your family, if you have family, okay, or you by yourself, going from the Five of Swords to the New World, okay, going from the stuck energy to a release. And again, to help with divine timing, don't put divine in a box, okay? To help with divine timing, I shared with you what I do, okay? To alchemize the anxiety of when, why, what's taking so long, why isn't it here yet, or any of those questions, and I just got a crown bump, any of those questions, okay? I have been able to eliminate through changing my own mental timeline. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some lifestyle cards here and show you the lifestyle cards. We'll go ahead and pick out some lifestyle cards here and see. All right. So, just to give you an idea. There's a lot for me to share. There's a lot for me to teach. There's a lot for me to show. And I'll be the first to admit that it's difficult with limited resources, you know, or with a limit on your resources. But we make do with what we can. I saw it, you probably saw it too. Okay, so the landlord, a devilish landlord, is involved in something that's going on with some of us in the collective, a devilish landlord, okay? Someone who wants to lord over your land, either that's a property you're renting from them or you being the land, okay? You are the nation, okay? When the religious book, that's what I call the Bible, when the religious book speaks about someone lording over your land, okay? It could mean physical land or it could mean you, okay? Oh, that's what I was going to say. So when the religious book speaks about the people, it's often refers to them as the nations, okay? Yeah, okay? So some type of evil, demonic, warlock, something or other, trying to lord over your land, physical or spiritual land, okay? Lord over you, access your Akashic records, do all manner of evil against you, okay? So we have the blender with the food in it. That looks like perhaps some mixing of something. Maybe they served you something that was poisonous at one point in time, or that was their plan. Okay. Then we have return receipt. Okay. So there's something about receipts. Whether those receipts are found at this point in time or those receipts will be found in the near future. Receipts. Okay. Excuse me, confirmation. Receipts. It could be receipts that this landlord has, okay? Or receipts that someone who worked with this landlord has. Despise not the day of small things, collective. Despise not the day of small things. Okay. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like the mushy gushy coddling shit no more than you do, honestly. I don't. Because that's just not who I am. Okay, so the card VR came out. Again, this is virtual, right? That's what this is, virtual something, right? But VR, RV, could be something about an RV. Okay, someone could be traveling in an RV, hiding in an RV, stuck in an RV, okay? And we have packages. So something could be arriving collective via mail, UPS, FedEx, okay? DHS, okay? UPS, did I say UPS? USPS, Postal Service, right? US Postal Service, or your local postal service in whatever country you're currently in. Okay? This package that is arriving collective, it could be receipts. Okay? Proof of the receipts. Or just receipts in general. Oh, let me use the angel number cards here that I pulled also. I'll put those. Sorry, I'm gonna grab the angel numbers that I pulled already, and I'm gonna put those in the stack. So let me find the 2121. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. If you've been here for 2 years, extra shout out, extra love to you. There's nothing against those who haven't been until we find things in our own divine timing. Okay. So, this is what we have, okay? And we'll go ahead and take the rubber band off, and we will see what it is that Divine wants to share with us through the cards. And then we'll probably go. We may pull some random cards as well. So, first off the top, right away, we have a Fool card. Remember this message. Okay. So the Fool card on one side, we have Spy Alert. Okay. So, someone could be spying on you. Someone spying on someone in the collective who's listening to this. Okay, a spy. Next we have many hidden crimes, or many crimes are hidden. Okay, so we have many crimes that are hidden. That makes a lot of sense because there are multiple people that listen to videos here on YouTube, not just from myself, but from others. So naturally, there are many hidden crimes. Okay. And we have the High Priestess showing. Okay, high vibrational, empath, intuitive. You might even be finding out that you have some gifts that you did not know that you had. Okay, clairs or what have you. But high vibrational, North Node perspective. Okay. On one side, we have do not answer that call. So someone's going to call you, collective, that you are familiar with, or when they leave a voicemail message, do not return their call. Okay. Other side says purpose running. Okay. So FBI, DEA, CIA, whoever you are, they already know, for many of us, who this perp is, but they're running. Okay. Next, we have she's lying. Whoever she is, she's lying. Okay. I apologize if these come out in reverse when you see the video. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Okay? And so this is with the Knight of Swords. Okay? So this Knight of Swords energy here, again, this is combative energy. This is energy that is not for your highest good. Okay? So, we have that. Then we have these names. Okay, she's lying, so Linda could be lying. Linda could be lying, someone's last name or a part of their first, middle, or last name. Lowe could be lying, or Luann could be lying. Okay? Someone whose name is LL, you know, whose initials are LL perhaps, or has an L in first, middle, or last name. Next, we have the Five of Swords. Remember, collective. This came out with the Hierophant. This came out with the World card for expansion, new opportunities, employment opportunities, or high-paying clients, faithful clients. Okay? Whichever arena you operate in. Okay? Clients, patients, customers. Okay? Next, we have the name Marcus. Okay? Could be something significant about Neiman's. Okay? Marcus. Someone's last name could be Allen, or first name Allen. The other side of that is your government does not want you to know about the experiments on you. Take a look, collective. Okay? So the government does not want you to know about the experiments that are being done on you. Okay? MK Ultra is real. Okay? The Vatican, all of these secret societies, they've been around for ages. They have maps. They have maps. 3703 on the video timer. They have maps. So on this date, this time, who's born, who's given birth, when are these things going to happen, when it's on this day at this time, we need to pay attention to the beings that are giving, to the babies that are being born. They have maps. They have maps. Okay? Next, we are looking at the landlord, the devilish landlord. Okay? Physical lording over your land or spiritually lording over your land. It's hard to do one without the other. Meaning, okay, crime spree. Okay, so this could be in the middle of a crime spree, or there's something going on in the middle of a crime spree. Crime spree could be halted at this point in time, or could still be going on. On the other side of that card, we have stumbling, bumbling over their words. So, someone is stumbling and bumbling over their words. What do I say? How do I correct this lie? How do I correct that lie? How do I get out of this situation? Oh, I can't say that because I said this, right? So if you tell one lie, as it is said, when you tell one lie, you have to tell multiples in order to cover up the initial lie. Okay? Next, virtual reality. That's what the R is. Virtual reality. Okay? So there's something about virtual reality and actual reality. The name Kelsey. Okay. On the other side, we have Jack, Drew, and Daryl. Okay, take a look at those names. Any form of them. Okay. Drew could be Andrew. Jack could be Jackson, Jackie, Jacqueline, Jax. Okay. Next, we have angel number 2323, which I remind us is about endless cycles. Okay. On one side of that 2323, we have you are being poisoned by her. Okay. So there's someone who is going to hear this reading, or someone who should hear this reading, who is being poisoned. Okay. I am seeing, orbs, quite a few of them. Okay. right there. Okay, so someone is being poisoned. And then on the other side, we have this card that just says CAC, but on the back of the card, that could be someone's initials, has the name Peter. Okay, so Peter. Okay. Next, we're going to switch over to the next stack here. And King of Swords. Okay, so this King of Swords, remember this King of Swords was the first card that came out with the moon. Okay, so the swords deal with communication, okay, information, okay. That's why the tongue is sharper than any two-edged sword. Okay, so some information could be coming in from San Antonio. You could be in San Antonio, or there's something about Texas, this area around, or in Texas, the city area in Texas. Okay, and then we have sarcasm. Okay, so someone thought something was funny. Someone could be thinking something's still funny. Okay. Ooh, I just heard, they ain't laughing now. They ain't laughing now. Sounds like an ancestor. They ain't laughing now. My ear keeps itching, as you can see. All right, so next we have, ooh, I didn't even see this card there. The Justice card is in here, but this card did not come out. This card was been already in here. Don't allow the weight of this matrix to deter you. Okay, and that says RTS. I'm not sure why that says RTS, but that could be significant for you. I wrote it there for a reason. Okay, and this is why I say what I say in regards to dealing with divine timing. Okay, because for some of us, for the strongest of us, not only have we dealt with the harshest of criticisms, but we've also have had to wait the longest, and we will continue to have to wait the longest. Now, why does divine do this? Why does divine operate like this? To like the strongest get the harshest, the strongest get the, I don't know. I guess it has something to do with being battle tested, proving your worth, maturing, being accountable, trustworthiness. There's a lot of reasons why the last become first. There's a reason why. I don't always agree with it. I don't always like it. But that is divine's process. Okay? That's the universe's process. So justice, okay? On the other side of justice, we have a climactic moment or event is going to happen. Okay? A climactic moment or event. All right? Next. Next we have the moon. Okay. So we have things that are hidden in the shadows coming to light. We have trickle down. Okay. I don't think that card was on that side. Okay. These names, Cole Carter or Colby. Okay. Any version of those names. Again, shout out to Coleman. Okay. Our newest subscriber who I've received notification for. We are at 301 subscribers. 31 could be significant for you. It was 440 on, I looked up there at the video timer. 4440 is what I meant. 4440, 444. Okay. Next, we have the Hierophant. Okay, and remember this came out in reverse. Okay, however, what it is revealing through the stack is Sage Now Collective. Okay, Sage Now, cleanse your energy now. Palo Santo, something. Florida water, cleanse your energy. Okay, and Anubis. Ask Anubis to help you clean your energy. Cleanse your energy. I've been listening to a lot of meditations today, specifically frequencies. A lot of frequencies today. Metatron frequency, Shakti Shiva. Listen to a little bit of a Durga meditation. Durga, D-U-R-G-A. Okay. To do just what that card said. Next we have the World card. So stepping out of the old and into the new. It's a brand new day. And it's a beautiful morning. Think I'll go outside for a while with a smile. Okay? New World Order. New World. Individually for you and collectively. Okay? They may not happen simultaneously. Secretly video recording you, collective. So some of us are being secretly recorded or were being secretly recorded at some point in time. Okay? And then the other side, we're looking at the name Kendall. Ken, Kendall, Kenny, Kenneth, Ken. Okay? Kentrell. Next we have the food blender, processor, food, yeah, something. This. Okay. And again, if this stands for poisoning, how is that? Okay. If this represents poisoning, and then it's between the healer and Denise. Okay? So Denise could be a healer, or Denise could be someone who's been trying to poison you, or Denise is someone who's was being poisoned. Okay? Denise, if you were one that was being poisoned, I hope that you are well today. Healed and still on your galactic journey. Okay? Some of us are dealing with a Spanish speaker, whether this is their first language or second language, Spanish speaker. Okay? Latin community. And this is on receipts. So the Spanish speaker could have receipts, or the Spanish speaker is the victim. Is the victim. Okay? And someone has receipts, or the Spanish speaker is the one responsible for generating the receipts. Okay? Especially if the receipts are false. And then we have Issa Yeshua. Is surely in the midst. That's the ascended master. Their name is not Jesus. Do not call them that. If you want their full blessing and respect, do not call them Jesus. That is not their name. It is Issa and Yeshua. Ascended master Issa. Okay? And the spirit of divine white light is Yeshua. That is that part of them. Okay? You have multiple names as well. Next, we have the Amazon packages arriving at the door, or a package arriving at the door, information or what have you. Okay? And again, this could be just, this could be your makeup arriving today. You know, it doesn't have to be anything super high, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It could just be something just that simple, right? But something about packages arriving. Okay? And if it's coming out today, well, suspect that means packages arriving soon. Again, whatever that might happen to be. It could be food delivery. President Donald Trump knows about you too. Okay? So there are some of us who are high vibrational, empaths, light workers, healers, divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay? And those in political arenas, they are aware of you. Other card is Spirit of Count Saint Germain. Okay, that is another Ascended Master. So we have 2 Ascended Masters here right now. Okay, 3. We have Ascended Master Issa, and we have Spirit of Saint Germain. We have that Ascended Master as well. If you're unfamiliar with them, I encourage you to do your due diligence. Go look up the Spirit of Saint Germain, find out who Count Saint Germain was, and the truth that they released while they were here that lifetime. Okay? So, we have Ascended Masters present. Okay. Looking at the name Rodney and Dennis. Okay. Something about someone's moon sign. Okay. We haven't had any zodiacs come up, I don't believe. So we have 888. This is the angel number on that one. Okay. For karma. And then we have this name, or this city in Germany, Berlin. Okay. Or the name. We have 888 karma. Berlin perhaps is bringing karma, or is a part of your ancestral lineage and bringing karma. Thank you so much, Berlin. Both of you. Okay. Next, we have the final card, which is angel number 2112. Okay. And it's up to you. Okay. We need to listen to this with a certain knowingness about who we are. Okay, so it says that it's up to you, but in truth there's also divine timing. One of the ultimate battle debates is which comes first, not the chicken or the egg. Which comes first? Predestined or manifestation? Which comes first? Predestination or manifestation? Is it already written, or do you get to write it? That's a good question. Okay. So on one side of that, we have a letter is arriving shortly. Okay. So we have a letter is arriving shortly. So for some of us, there will be a letter arriving shortly. Again, what that word shortly there means, again, don't stress yourself out about when. Okay. I've already shared, and it definitely is a point to hit home today, is how you release yourself from the stress of when. Okay? I did that by convincing myself that nothing's going to happen pretty much in the next 24 months. I'm kind of still on this whole nomadic journey thing. Something happens between now and 2027, or something happens this week, next month, whatever, great. Okay, but I have no specific expectation for any of that. Okay, I'm in the mindset of enjoying the next 2 years on vacation for the most part. Yeah, there's really, I was gonna say there's nothing else for me to do. There are other things for me to do. So it's not wasting my time, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay? All right? So there's a letter arriving shortly, and someone might want to wine and chill with you, collective. Okay? I'm not going to go into any crazy energy about who it is and if you should and if you shouldn't and all of that. You are mature. You know exactly who you should and should not be hanging around with. You don't need me or anyone else to tell you who that is or isn't. Okay? You are accountable to yourself. Okay? So don't I shouldn't have put this back up there. Don't yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to pull some randoms, and then we'll go. Thank you so much again for being a part. Thank you so much again for being a part of the journey with me on this platform, on this channel. I don't know if the shadow banning is still happening. For me, for this channel, I don't know if the shadow banning is still happening, but if you would like someone else to hear this video or see this video, please feel free to share it with them. All right, so we'll pull a couple. Actually, we'll just kind of reveal them, if you will. Okay, so we'll reveal a couple of cards, and we have one card says fuck you, and the other card says you are under a microscope. I saw something today that said something like that. Why are you under a microscope, or why are you being put under a microscope, or something like that. Okay? So, fuck you, and you are under a microscope. Okay? You might be saying fuck you to the people who have you under a microscope, collective. Okay? Confirmation. Next. Okay? Reveal sloppy Joe. Joseph. Joe might be sloppy. Joseph might be sloppy. Autumn. I saw that earlier. That word autumn could be someone's name. Something could be happening in autumn. I don't know when autumn starts. This card came out already earlier, so there's definitely something significant about one of these names on this list or on this card. Okay. Other side. Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. Again, you know, one of the interesting things to me in society, okay, whatever you call yourself, with believers, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. One of the interesting things is many people who walk this planet today, they will say that they believe in the Bible. As an example, the Bible, it could be any book, it could be the Quran, it could be whatever, it could be any religious book. Okay, they're all religious. Okay, so Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so there are individuals who, if you ask them, do you believe that why was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed, or what do you know about Sodom and Gomorrah? And they will tell you, I believe, well, generally, I suspect, generally amongst the Christians, it was destroyed for sexual immorality and blah, blah, blah. And yet at the same time, these are the same motherfuckers who are walking around, passing around STDs, fucking other people in the church other than their spouse, somebody else's spouse. These are the same ones. And they pick up that book and they take it to church with them every week, multiple times a week. And they will still sit there with their mouth, with their throat chakra, tell you one thing, when in truth they are living another. Okay? This is why it's so important that you live your truth. Okay? This is why it's so important. Okay? Go outside. Okay, so if you're able to, weather permitting and everything else, go outside, collective, today. I'm sure I will at some point, beyond the patio. Okay? The name Lori, it could be spelled any number of different ways. Okay, there could be an informant nearby. Something about gunshots. The name Scott. First name or last name, middle name. Okay? Evil intent. Evil intent. Okay, someone's out for just sex. Corrupt legal actions. And there's a Catholic church that is molesting children. Surprise! FBI, CIA, DEA. Surprise! Another church. Let me guess. You're not going to convict that priest either. Let me guess. You're not going to convict that priest either, are you? They're going to get to walk. Okay? Someone lied about a death. A death in your family, a death in their family, a death in someone else's family. Someone lied about a death. Okay? There's an intervention that is either happening physically or spiritually, a spiritual intervention. And there's buried evidence somewhere. Also, collective, one of the things that I found out in my last 2 years of journeying, not journaling, not writing, journeying, okay, is there's a pastor who was renting a church building, or building, not a church building. You can't rent a church. I guess you could. But renting a church building, because the church is the people. But he was renting a church building, or a building that was being used as a church. And it burned down right before he was going to sell it. This happened in 2022. This is for sure arson. Okay? So Central Florida, Deltona police officers, Deltona Fire Department, it was 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second up there. That building in 2022 that caught fire, yeah, it was arson. It was for money. Yes, it was. And it could have been to hide evidence too, but it was definitely for money. Okay? The pastor at that church in Deltona, Florida is responsible for orchestrating that. Okay, his name is Robert. Okay? So, Divine Source, is there anything else that you would like for me to share? Anything else that you would like for me to do while the camera is rolling? Okay. I'm drawn to these again. Let's go ahead and pull some more lifestyle cards before we go. 5, 6. Thank you, Divine. I saw the card, the delete card. Okay, delete. So someone could be deleting something, right? That burning, that was for some reason. Okay, if not just for insurance money. Okay. It was for something else too. Thank you once again for this day, Divine. As always, I thank you multiple times a day. I need to say that on camera. Okay. Take a look at this collective. Some of you will like it, and some of you won't. Some of you will hate it, and some of you won't. Take a look. So regardless of what I say, allow the cards to resonate with you as they will. Okay? But I want you to look at this. Okay? So here, this card here is someone's lovesick. Okay, Cupid is vomiting. That's someone who's lovesick. Okay, there's something about remote viewing. Okay, remote viewing. Okay, there's bullshit. Okay, bullshit. This thinks something's bullshit. Someone's in zombie energy, so they're just wandering around aimlessly. I don't know what collateral has to do with it. No point and no collateral. They have no point and no collateral. So they have nothing to offer you. They have no point and no collateral. So they have no point to whatever their actions are. And they have no collateral. They have nothing to offer you on the other side of whatever the fake offer is going to be. Okay? And then we have the moving back in card. Okay? Although interesting, it looks like this person is moving out. They have boxes walking away from the house. Okay? But moving back in. Okay? So it's 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 44 seconds up there, collective. We're seeing a lot of that today, and I'm not even keeping my eye up there on the timer. Okay? But someone's lovesick. someone's going to try to move back in, or move back in with some karmic dark energy because they have no choice, because they might be in zombie land, okay, wandering to and fro aimlessly. All right, so collective, I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. Again, my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, light worker, Gaia beacon, born on the 333rd day of the year. Yeah, as I stated earlier, here to raise the vibration not only of the individuals, okay, of the nations, but also of the land of Gaia. Okay? Greater awareness for the great I am. Okay? And that is Aerobot. That is not me. Okay? If you want to know the difference between someone who is true and someone who is a false leader, pay attention to where they give the glory. Do they sit on the throne themselves? Or do they honor a higher being? Okay? Do they sit on the throne themselves? Or do they pass that glory on to a higher being, higher deity? Thank you so much as always, collective. Again, and be encouraged.